Hi, my name's Jake. I'm the CEO of Oaks Lab, and I've sat down with my marketing team to give some insights on our company Offsite, because every year we take the company to spend some time together outside of Prague, hopefully at a tropical location where we all get together and have a great time. So I'm answering a few questions about the purpose of the Offsite and why we do it. This is a tradition that we started 4 years ago, and the reason why we started it is that we work in the tech industry. And in the tech industry, a lot of people live the digital nomad lifestyle. And since we work out of Prague, we wanted to give everyone in the company the opportunity to experience working from a abroad location, hopefully with great weather, maybe the sea, and spend some time together outside of the office working, having fun, and developing bonds with each other. So one thing that I've really noticed that the Offsite brings is it brings people together who normally wouldn't spend time together. And so it's really interesting and great to see these people develop relationships together that they normally wouldn't have. And then I can see it increase their productivity, how they feel in the office, they maybe feel more comfortable, and it builds greater team chemistry throughout the whole company. So because we bring the team to a completely different location with a completely different culture, different atmosphere, it brings a different perspective. And since the team doesn't spend time together in the office, they're spending time together at this new location, it just brings a breath of fresh air and allows people to think about things they normally maybe wouldn't think about and have conversations that they might normally not have. And this in itself brings a lot of innovation and new perspectives. So intentionally, during the Offsite, we don't have a designated meeting to talk about our strategy or our mission and vision and why we're here. We have other meetings to do that throughout the year. So this actually just lets things kind of organically flow throughout the company. And what I've noticed is that just the fact that people see each other all in one space, working really hard, passionate about the topics that they're solving, this brings an environment and atmosphere of real strong culture that then ultimately connects to our mission and vision. And so just this energy and environment makes people really feel like they're part of something bigger. So I think the real special thing is actually how the Offsite has like a perfect balance of being organized with a plan, but also being original with just letting things kind of freely flow, being a balance of working hard, but also enjoying some time relaxing or partying, and the balance of being alone and working on some task that you're working on or working with a group. So I think the thing that makes it unique is just a perfect balance of structure and flexibility. So personally, for me, it's really important that I get enough rest before the Offsite so that I'm full of energy and just ready to bond and be with the team 100% of the time for 4 or 5 days. And professionally, I try and actually do 2 things. One, I block out my calendar to be kind of free flowing so that I have the opportunity to do kind of organic things that come up. And then secondly, I try and prioritize a few big topics that I need to solve with either an individual or a group of people so that I have some objectives that I look to accomplish throughout the Offsite. So there's been a lot. There's been a lot of fun times, a lot of crazy stories, a lot of parties, a lot of times where we got a lot of things done, a lot of trips to the hospital, unfortunately, through competitive sports games. But if I had to pick one moment, it would be actually one of the first Offsites where we arrived at the great destination. The sun was setting, we were having a couple drinks, and we all just felt so relaxed and together and excited for the last few days. And that's a great memory that I will always cherish. Well, I would really say the relationships that are developed and friendships that are made across the company with people that you wouldn't expect to be friends. And it's just because these people normally wouldn't spend time together, but at the offsite, they actually do. And it's really great to see that these relationships and friendships develop over the years into something really special. Well, one thing that is inspiring is actually hearing from people and getting to know them a little bit more about where they're from, their life story, and just things about their life that you would typically not find out from the day-to-day in the office. So while there's not one specific one I would like to share, there's a lot of stories that I found out about our people that makes me understand them better, which I really appreciate. So I always like when Zello, our office ops and people ops, he prepares one trip always. And that's an organized trip that the company organizes for everybody. And for example, last year when we were in Croatia, we rented a big sailboat and we all went out to sea with the whole company. And we got caught in actually a thunderstorm. And it was so much fun. We had a lot of drinks, listened to great music. There were people dancing on top of the deck. And it was just a great experience. So this year he has something special in store for us, and I'm really excited to see what it's going to be. So we always like to choose the offsite in a place that people would maybe go on their own vacation. So there's a few criteria points that we make sure that we always check off when we go. Firstly, it should be either by the seaside or somewhere in nature. It should be at a hotel that people would go to even if they were going on vacation. And we do it tactically in May, which is usually the time before everyone else goes on vacation. So it's basically like their first vacation of the year. And so this year we've selected Albania, and I'm really excited because I've never been to Albania, but it feels like one of the under the radar places. And actually after we booked it, multiple people from my friends and family and other people I know actually said, wow, you guys are going to Albania, we're going too. And so it feels like it's an up and coming place, and we're kind of one of the first people to explore it. So I'm very excited about that. So I hope they take away how much we, Oaks Lab and me, really appreciates them, because the offsite, even though we spend time working here, we see it as a reward for everyone's hard work because we pay for the company's flights and accommodation. And so I just hope that they see it as a token of our gratitude and how much we really appreciate them and value them in the company, and hope they have fun.